In a world where one website can flip the real estate market on its head, a simple idea spiraled into a global phenomenon, changing the way we travel and stay. But behind the comfort and convenience of Airbnb lies a brewing storm. In 2024, talks of a real estate crash have started to spread quickly. But how did we get here? From a modest start in 2008, Airbnb transformed from a platform for spare rooms to a real estate juggernaut, impacting housing markets globally. They call this the Airbnb effect. Could it be the next market correction or downfall? Or is this just a change that we're all going to have to adapt to? It all started with an idea, as simple as it was revolutionary. In 2007, three friends in San Francisco turned their loft into a makeshift bed and breakfast. Little did they know, they were planting the seed for a global phenomenon. The concept is simple. Let people rent out their spare rooms to traveling visitors. It's a win-win for hosts and guests that are looking for a little more personal and cozy experience. But as this idea started traveling across the globe, Airbnb started reshaping the travel and hospitality industry. Gone were the days of identical hotel rooms. Airbnb brought in an era of unique stays, from urban lofts to countryside villas, touching every corner of the globe. As Airbnb's popularity soared, it began to nibble away at the hotel industry's market share. Each stay, each booking, a shift in the traditional real estate paradigm. From a ripple in San Francisco to a tidal wave worldwide, Airbnb's journey is more than just growth. It's a story of transformation, innovation, and reinvention. What started as supplemental income for homeowners spiraled into a situation where housing prices were increasing rapidly and communities were changing. Take Sarasota, Florida, for instance, a sun-kissed paradise turned real estate hotspot where the Airbnb effect is pronounced. Here, the influx of Airbnb properties has not only elevated housing prices, but also altered the very character of neighborhoods, stirring a blend of tourism and residential life. This surge is fueled by a concept known as park and profit, where investors park their capital in real estate and turn them into Airbnb rentals. This strategy, while profitable for investors, has cascading consequences, from dwindling long-term housing options for residents to transforming serene neighborhoods into bustling tourist hubs. The result? A community struggling to balance the economic boom of tourism with the need for sustainable living spaces for the locals. One major concern is that investors are claiming these properties are their primary residence, only to flip and turn them into a rental. This is treading the line of mortgage fraud. Research from the Philadelphia Federal Reserve shines a light on this occupancy fraud, a factor contributing to market instability and also ethical dilemmas. As investors ride the Airbnb wave, the ripples reach far and wide. With all these Airbnb investments, it does raise the question: are we inflating a real estate bubble that might just burst one day? At the heart of this speculation lies debt service coverage ratio, or DSCR loans. Unlike traditional mortgages that depend on your income, these loans focus on the potential income of the property you're buying. It sounds attractive for Airbnb investors, but carries significant risks. And it also oddly mirrors the speculation right before the 2008 financial crisis. High-risk loans, speculative investments, a market heating up too fast. If the bubble were to burst, it would send ripples across the entire real estate market in the US and the globe. Airbnb landlords, banks, and innocent homebuyers will all take the brunt of this problem. The story of Airbnb across the globe is diverse. From tranquil beach towns to concrete jungles, each city has its own story. In areas with high homeowner occupancy, Airbnb's effect may be small, but in touristy areas, this problem could be way bigger. Some areas with fewer permanent residents see a more significant rise in housing prices and shifts in community dynamics. While some communities welcome the economic boost, others grapple with the changes of a sense of community replaced by a tourist-centric atmosphere. For some, Airbnb means prosperity, but for others, it means losing the neighborhood vibe and also affordable housing. Airbnb's journey, marked by record-breaking growth, has not just redefined stays, it has catapulted the entire vacation rental industry to new levels. The numbers speak volumes. Investments in short-term rental spaces have skyrocketed as investors seek to capitalize on the returns Airbnb promises. From entrepreneurs to homeowners looking for side income, the allure of Airbnb has drawn a diverse crowd. As properties change hands and new listings pop up daily, the short-term rental landscape continues to evolve, shaping tourism and local economies alike. In this era, Airbnb has led to innovation and opportunity. But what does this mean for the future of real estate and local communities? Beneath the glossy surface of short-term rentals lies a less told story, the Airbnb effect and its role in urban housing shortages. Airbnb's rise has led to an unintended consequence, a squeeze on the availability of long-term housing. As more homeowners opt for the profitability of short-term rentals, the stock of traditional rental homes dwindles, further fueling urban housing shortages. This shift not only raises rental prices, it reshapes neighborhoods. It often favors traveling visitors over the locals. Armed with data, communities are now engaging in critical dialogues, questioning the balance between tourism profits and the preservation of their neighborhoods. In the complex dance of expansion and control, Airbnb finds itself at the center of regulatory challenges and lobbying efforts. Airbnb isn't just about hosting travelers, it's actively shaping policies. Through strategic lobbying and grassroots initiatives, Airbnb aims to influence regulations that govern its operations. These efforts range from funding campaigns to mobilizing local supporters to try to get their lawmakers involved. From Barcelona to New York, urban centers are responding with their own set of regulations. These regulations vary widely, from caps on the number of rental days to outright bans in certain cities like New York and Dallas. The result is a global tug of war. Airbnb tries to push for growth while cities try to protect their housing markets. This ongoing battle shapes not just the future of Airbnb, but also the very character of neighborhoods and the rights of residents in an increasingly shared world. As our journey through the world of Airbnb ends, its echoes reach across the globe. We've seen a seismic shift in real estate, where Airbnb's innovative model collides with traditional housing needs, affecting everyone. The risks are real: housing shortages, speculative investments. Is a potential bubble like 2008 coming? In this whirlwind of change, one thing remains clear. These conversations are only just beginning. What we do today will shape the future of real estate. The future of our communities, homes, and our world in the Airbnb era lies in balancing innovation, regulation, and the human element at its core. Your voice, your choices, your community involvement can make a difference. Engage in the dialogue, share your experiences, and be part of shaping the future in the era of Airbnb. The balance of innovation, regulation, and the human element at its core depends not just on policymakers, but on each of us. So, what will your role be?